Hello, you wonderful people. Welcome back. My goodness, it is finally here. It is the third day of our British Pronunciation Training Workshop 2025. I am so excited. Today is the most important day, in my opinion, so do stick with me till the very end. Stick with me till the very end because, first of all, what I would like to know, though, is how are you? I can see people are joining in again, some familiar names. There's Mina. My goodness, there's somebody from Cows. I'm in Newport right now. Well, just actually closer to Wootton. You're not far down the road. Hello. So, Eniette from Brazil, Shirin from London. Welcome everybody. There's so many people joining me today. This is amazing. Today, in my opinion, is the most important day of the 3 days. We are going to talk about accent, melody, training, and connective speech. We're going to talk about it's a key way to sound like a British native speaker. We're going to talk about how to link words, the patterns of our intonation, the rhythm, the melody of what we call a modern British RP accent. And by the way, at the end, a lot of you have been asking, you will have the opportunity, if you want, to take the next step and join my course, The Ultimate British Pronunciation Guide. There are many members of my course here with us today. I will open up some new places today with a very special offer. But before that, before we talk about the course, you will get a lot of free training in this workshop. So it's going to be kind of an amazing free trial for what you're going to see. So let's get real for a minute. You've studied English for years. Maybe you've even lived in the UK. You know the rules, you know the grammar, you know the vocabulary, and still, when you speak, something feels a bit off. Now, I want to tell you, we only talk about love here. It's not because you're broken. I love you. But it's because what you're doing is you're using old oral posture, old muscle memory, and same sound system from a different language. We talked about this yesterday. We talked about how the Pronunciation Rewire Method can rewire your pronunciation. And when that happens, it's not just your pronunciation that suffers. This is the big problem. We think a couple of mispronunciations, what's the big deal? It affects your confidence. It affects your rhythm. It affects your presence. And over time, I've heard students say things like, they start to believe, like, maybe I'll never sound fluent. Maybe this is just who I am in English. Does that sound familiar to anybody here? Just type yes in the chat if you've ever felt like that. You know the words, but your mouth still feels stuck. Let me know. Just say, tell me the truth here. How are you feeling? Hello, Sarah. Welcome. I want you to show yes, 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 yes. So many yeses. What does this tell you? What does this tell you right now? You are not alone. You're not imagining it. And you're not doing anything wrong. But here's the truth. The way you speak isn't fixed. Your brain can build new roads. Your mouth can learn new moves. Your identity in English can expand, not by changing who you are, but by finally letting your real voice through. That's what we want to hear, and that's what we're going to talk about. That is what today is all about. This is the final layer. It is accent melody training, because fluency isn't just about saying the right sounds. It's about how those sounds connect. It's how they move, how they carry your ideas, your humor, your intelligence. And when you speak with rhythm, flow, and ease, something shifts, something changes. You stop hiding and you start belonging. We are all the same. We talked about this in the first class. You are capable. You can do it. I talked about myself, that I've made this change as well. We can do it together. So if you are ready for that shift, just type in the chat, let's go. Let's go. Let's anchor this together. That's what we're here to practice. That's what you're ready for. Let's begin. And by the way, as I said, at the end of the session, we'll open enrollment for the full program. My course, the ultimate British pronunciation guide. If you've been waiting for the right moment to go deeper, to really level up, this is it. I will share the details with you a little bit later. Before we dive into the teaching, though, I want to take a second and really feel this. You've done something that almost nobody ever does. You have shown up. You have stayed present. You are my people. You have faced the patterns that were keeping your voice small, and you started to loosen their grip. In day one, we introduced the Pronunciation Rewire Method, and you realized that fluency doesn't come from knowing more English. It comes from retraining your mouth, your brain, and your nervous system to produce English. We're all the same. We all basically have the same mouths, the same tongues, the same everything. You can do it. You learned that your first language created pathways that your brain still tries to use. And that's why your pronunciation hasn't felt aligned until now. And then day two, something shifted again. Oh, by the way, that's me. I'll make me bigger. My name is Roy Woodhouse, just in case you haven't been with me for the full days. But we talked on day two about some signature sounds of a modern British RP accent, and something shifted again. We worked on the physical posture behind the sounds. You began to feel just how a few changes in your tongue position, in your jaw tension, in your lip movement could transform the way a word feels in your mouth, from going from hello to hello. Hello. You started to sound more natural, and that's what's so powerful. Those weren't just pronunciation shifts. They were identity shifts through muscles, through awareness, and through intention. Let me know in the chat, was there one thing? What sound or moment from yesterday surprised you? Let me know something that surprised you. I want to know. Let's go. Thank you. Bless you. Lots of love to you. I'm going to make that bigger so you can see my heart. Bless you. Thank you for saying I'm smart. Thank you. Let me know something. The TH sounds, the two TH sounds. Yes, of course, it surprises a lot of students and how to make it. The idea that we're putting our tongue in the wrong position. If I put it here, it sounds like a D or a sh. If I go further back. Dropping the R was a surprise. There's a lot about that. Beach was surprise. Yeah, nobody wants to say, my wife's just at the bitch. Oh, beach. Good evening to you. Hello. Cap and cup surprised you. Yes. And in quite a few languages, these vowel sounds are very similar. They don't have two distinct vowel sounds. There's one sound that they bring across, and it becomes like cap, 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 cap. And it doesn't help. The dark L, the light L, absolutely. There is a lot on these things. My goodness. Hey, Mabel, lovely to see you here. Mabel is already on my course. Maybe a word you realized that you've been saying almost right for years, or a feeling of weight. Maybe you realize you've been saying a word almost right, not completely correctly for years, or you just had a feeling, wait a minute, this is working. My mouth is changing, and it should ache. I'm sorry to say, I want your mouths to ache a little bit. Drop it in the chat. We are celebrating breakthroughs together. Look at you. Tree. Let's go. Sheep, ship. Yes. The dark L. Shit and sheet. Absolutely, Salima. There's no embarrassment here. These things happen. What we're doing here isn't surface level. It's not basic. And it's not about impressing anybody. It's about finally giving your voice what it needs to feel clear, grounded, and authentic in English. And today, the clarity becomes flow. Let's take everything we have unlocked and bring it to life. Before we break it down technically, there is something that we really need to talk about. And it's something that most learners never get told. Let's talk about overemphasis. Overemphasis is when you pronounce every word too clearly, too separately, with too much caution or too much emphasis. And it often sounds like, well, we'll talk about, but something I need to tell you here. I am going to the shop. Wow. I am going to the shop. What are you doing? I am going to the shop. I sound like a Dalek from Doctor Who if I pronounce every word. Now, let me be clear. This isn't wrong. It's not bad. It's not something you should feel ashamed of if you say, I am going to the shop. It's just a protective habit. When we're learning a second language, our brain tries to help by separating each word to avoid mistakes. But in doing that, we cause a new problem. You see, the thing is, as well, we need to talk about overemphasis. Stressed and unstressed syllables are in words. We talked about if you stress the wrong syllable. Instead of water, it becomes water. In English, and this doesn't count for every single language on the planet, English is a stress-timed language. It means that we have stressed syllables and unstressed syllables. And we also have stressed words and unstressed words. We have strong forms and weak forms. If you talk like that, you lose your rhythm. You speak in a way that feels disconnected, awkward, or robotic, and we stop sounding like ourselves. Remember, as I said, that English is a stress-timed language. You don't do this in your native language. Think about it. You don't pause between every word. You don't overthink your tone. You just speak with rhythm, with humor, with emotion and presence, and you sound like you. So let's look at it. There we go. That's what we lose. Let me make this bigger. And that's what today's all about. It's about giving you back the rhythm that lets you feel like yourself in English too. Yes, 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 it does. I absolutely agree. I think if you break every word, it sounds like you are angry. It does. It can do. So let's look at this sentence here very quickly. I'm drinking a coffee. In English, naturally, the word drinking and coffee are the two most important words in this sentence. They need to be stressed. They need to be emphasized. The first syllable of drinking and the first syllable of coffee. You need to hit those sounds. If I don't hit them, and I hit I am drinking a coffee, it becomes distorted. You need to hear the words drinking and coffee. I am drinking some water, actually, with a bit of Vimto in it. Totally honest. I like to be honest. So here, you need to hear the words drinking and coffee. If you don't, it becomes confusing. And even to the fact that if I get rid of I am a, what are you doing, Roy? Oh, drinking coffee. It still makes sense. So those two words are really important. But I want to show you a really good example here. A cup of tea. Tell me here which words are important. There are two important words of those four. Tell me, which are the two important words? Tell me here, right now, which words do you need to hear? One is tea. What is the other word that's important? Cup, 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 tea, cup and tea, cup, cup, cup. Yes, yes, people. You need to hear those words. If I overemphasize, I would like a cup of tea. Doesn't sound natural. I would like a cup of tea. No. Make that first a schwa. Make the second word important, cup. Make the third word, it could be of, like the weak form, or it could just be a schwa, and tea. So you have a cup of tea. A cup of tea. A cup of tea. You only need to really hear cup and tea, but I say a cup of tea. A cup of tea. A cup of tea. A cup of tea. What are you having? I'm just having a cup of tea. A cup of tea. A cup of tea. If I stress the wrong words, what are you having? A cup of tea. Sorry, hang on a minute. A cup of tea. If I miss out the word tea, you don't hear it properly. I'm just having a cup of what? I'm just having a of tea. What, a kettle of tea? A mug of tea? I don't know. You need to hit the words cup and tea. This is what emphasis is all about. And by the way, that word a cuppa, which is British slang, comes from that idea of a cup, a cuppa. You can have a cuppa tonight and think about me. I do drink it with milk. That's absolutely true. Love a cup of tea. A cup of tea. And it is natural, absolutely, to only stress those words. Absolutely, my belle. So there we go. Just say it with me very quickly. A cup of tea. A cup of tea. Because that word of, it's often pronounced of as the strong form, is in front of a consonant sound, we drop it into a schwa. We drop the v. A cup of tea. Say it with me. Repeat after me. A cup of tea. 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 I'm sure if you are stressing the words, you are feeling your rhythm change. Fluency, as I said, is not about accuracy, it's about flow. It's about being able to express your full personality without that tension, without delay, without overthinking. Are you ready to reclaim that rhythm? Let me know. Are you ready for this? Let's talk about connected speech and how it can transform a sentence. So, first of all, what is connected speech? Well, connected speech refers to the way that words are pronounced together in natural spoken language. It's not just about pronouncing each word correctly on its own, but also how the words flow together in a sentence. Quite often people say, why do British people speak so quickly? We don't. We're stressing the words you need to hear and we are linking the rest. It's how we communicate. Right. Can you eat it? Many learners say, can you eat it? Hello, can you eat it? Sounds a bit broken. But in real spoken English, it doesn't sound like that. You can see there, they're all strong forms. Can you eat it? In natural spoken English, it doesn't sound like that. It sounds more like, can you eat it? Can you eat it? Can you eat it? We use the weak form of can. We use the weak form of you. Yeah. We have a linking sound between the end of the y and the e, the vowel at the start. So it becomes, can you eat it? Can you eat it? Can you eat it? There's a slight w sound. So I wrote it out for you. Can you eat it? Can you eat it? Go on, practice with me. You're here with me now. Practice with me right now. Can you eat it? Can you eat it? Can you eat it? Can you eat it? I hope you're practicing this with me. Obviously, not if you're in a library. People complain about that. They say, hey, stop practicing in the library. But wherever you are in the world, be it in the bath, I don't know why you'd be watching right now in the bath, but if you're in the shower, maybe that's a bit dangerous. Maybe you're in your living room, and I've had students, I love this. Some of my students practice at home and their cats watch them. And I always think the cats look at you going, what are you doing? What are you doing? Have you got cats? Have you got dogs? Are they looking at you right now? He's saying, can you eat it? And they're thinking, what are you talking about? Let me know if you're practicing right now. I want to know that you're doing this with me. Can you eat it? So it goes from can you eat it to can you eat it? See that? The sounds link together. There are no big pauses, no over-pronouncing. It's just flow. Now, to unlock that rhythm, we need to understand what makes English flow naturally. There are four main elements that shape connected speech. Linking. This is how words connect, like dancers holding hands, I don't know, people holding hands. There you go. There's elision. This is how some certain sounds disappear to create ease. We'll go into more detail, don't you worry. We've got assimilation, where one sound, somebody's in the kitchen, Valentina. Brilliant. Yes. Can you eat it? Can you eat it? BD, you've written it in your own way, and that's perfect. We've got assimilation, where one sound changes to sound more like its neighbor. We're going into these in more detail. And we've got intrusion. People were asking me about the intrusive R, when we gently add a sound to bridge the gap. Each of these four things helps your English move. Thank you so much. That's such a lovely thing to say. Welcome. Each of these four things, linking, elision, assimilation, and intrusion, helps your English to move, not in slow, separate pieces, but as a smooth, expressive current. We'll practice all four of those things today. And as we do it, I want you to stay curious. Stay kind to yourself, though. This isn't about being perfect. It's about building rhythm that feels real. Let's start with the first, and in my opinion, arguably the most essential element of connected speech, which is linking. Now, linking happens when the final sound of one word. Did I put this on the screen for you? Yes. Okay. So linking is when the final sound of one word moves over to build a bridge. It connects and it keeps it smooth. So basically, it's where the end of one word, the sound, moves over. And it creates this smooth, flowing feeling in English. It's like music, not blocks. And one of the most common ones is what we call consonant to vowel linking. And this is where the word ends in a consonant sound. Bear in mind, I'm saying consonant sound. And the next word starts in a vowel sound. The consonant sound moves over. It's going to be easier for me to give you some examples. Look at the cat. Well, the word look ends in a k, that k consonant sound. And the word at, often we say ut as the weak form, starts with a schwa. So the k moves over. So it becomes look at, rather than look at, it becomes look at, look at. Need ends in a d, and the letter A is pronounced like a schwa. So it becomes needa, rather than need a. So instead of saying look at the cat and we need a break, we could say, look at the cat. Look at the cat. There's like two cats in that pronunciation, although the first one is a bit weaker. Look at the cat. Bless you, Alice. Thank you very much for the love. And thank you for the hearts as well. And instead of we need a break, it becomes we need a break. We need a break. Look at the cat. Look at the cat. Absolutely. Get that sound in there, the voiced consonant sound. Here's another one. Such a nice evening. Such a nice evening. Let's make that more natural. So the consonant sound at the end of such is a ch sound. And it moves over to the such a. Now, I know what you're probably thinking in the word nice. Hang on a minute. It ends in a vowel. It ends in the letter E. But it ends in a vowel, in a consonant sound. It ends in a s. You cannot always trust the spelling in English. This is the thing. So that s from nice moves over to evening. So it becomes such a nice evening. Here it is. Such a nice evening. Repeat after me. Such a nice evening. Such a nice evening. It's so much easier than such a nice evening. Did you have a nice time? Yes, it was such a nice evening. Such a nice evening. Such a nice evening. Repeat it. Such a nice evening. Love you lots, Aurora. Absolute pleasure to see you here. Please type done in the chat if you've just repeated that out loud. If you're sitting in the middle of your kitchen, as Valentina was, and you've said, such a nice evening in the middle of your kitchen, and everyone's like, what the hell is going on with Valentina? Let me know you've done it. Yes, Nature Serenity has done it. Done it. Done it. Done it. You are making steps. I love it. ever. Luciana, my wife, is here doing it. Aurora's done it. Alexi's done it. Wendy's done it. I love you all. This is all about love. We are all in this together. Now, remember, this isn't about being fast. It's about being connected. When you link words, you sound more relaxed, more fluent, and more like yourself. This is what it's all about. It's about showing who you are. And I said in the first lesson, I want to say again, thank you for learning English. Because you've done this, because you've taken this amazing step, it means you've made the world a little bit smaller, a little bit closer. And for me, that's amazing, because one thing I love doing is getting to know the people. The people that are on my course, I absolutely love them. I love talking to them. We meet at least once a week. I love them. And because they chose to do that, I want to say thank you. It's probably what no native speaker offer ever said to you. Thank you. So now let's look. Oh, there's a couple more examples, by the way. Get up becomes get up. Not at all. Sorry, not at all becomes not at all. 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 There's a couple more examples. But now let's look at the second element I promised you, elision. Elision is the omission of one or more sounds in a word or phrase. It's when English kind of lets go of a sound to make the sentence flow more easily. It's not lazy. It's not wrong. It's natural. In fact, you may be surprised what's about to come. Elision happens when we drop a sound that is technically there, but it would slow the rhythm down. Now, it happens with quite a few sounds, but in my opinion, well, in fact, D and T are two of the most unstable consonant sounds in a modern British RP accent. If they're not dropped, they're often assimilated. They're well, T is glottalized quite often, and we often cut D or T if it comes between two consonant sounds. If it's like sandwiched. You've got a consonant sound, and in the middle is a D or a T. We often drop it. Okay. Let me just give you an example. Next day. Next day. If I say those two words, next, you can hear a T, and day. Next day. But if I put them together, that kind of, we get rid of it. Next day. Next day. Next day delivery. Next day delivery. Next day. Why does this happen? Well, it makes it a lot easier. It makes it a lot easier to say. If you drop that, the transition between the word next and day becomes so much easier. I'm going to try and pronounce the T at full speed. I'm looking for next day. Sorry. I'm looking for next day delivery. I'm looking for next day. I can't do it. It's really tough. I'm looking for next day delivery. See how my voice stumbles? Native speakers drop that. You are possibly trying to pronounce that. You're actually probably trying to pronounce the word better than we do. The sentence doesn't lose meaning. The T disappears, the T disappears. The sentence doesn't lose meaning. It gains flow. Try it with me. Next day. Next day. Next day. Repeat after me. Next day. Next day. Next day. Now try and do something different. Try and do it wrong. I love Samuelis on the train home. Hopefully it's a safe journey. Now try and put it in there. Next day. It becomes harder. Try it. Try and do it wrong. Next day. Next day, it becomes harder. Get rid of the t. Thank you, Alini. Thank you. Okay, let's give you another example. He's the best player. Well, I did it there. He's the best player becomes he's the best player. Drop it. Drop the T. Let it drop. Don't force it. Let it fall away. Let it go on holiday. Bye, T. Bye, T. He's the best player. He's the best player. Every native speaker, if you speak, now, if you slow it down, you have to say the T. You have to say, he's the best player. But if you speed it up and speak naturally, he's the best player. He's the best player. He's the best player. This is how every native speaker speaks. Let it drop. Don't force it. Just let it go. Bye. Let's do one more. They didn't know becomes they didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know. Try it. They didn't know. Yeah, they didn't know. Feel how the rhythm smooths out. Feel how it just smooths. Instead of they didn't know, they didn't know, they didn't know, they didn't know, they didn't know. Somebody once made a joke. They made me giggle. They made me laugh. They said to me, Roy, it seems like to speak naturally in English, you need to drop sounds or change sounds. Absolutely. That's what we do. Instead of they didn't know, they didn't know. They didn't know. And there's a thing between that sound there as well. It's fascinating. They didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know. Elision is like decluttering your sentence, like we clean our house. It does. Elision appears in appears in every language to make life easier. So your message can move freely. But the problem, Emma, is that a lot of people read the word like didn't, and they try to pronounce it. They didn't know. They didn't know. So they slow it down. They didn't know. They break it. They didn't know. They're pronouncing the words better than we are. They didn't know. There are so many rules about elision that will make your life easier, even to the point where inside words, instead of saying exactly, we say exactly. Exactly. Just let me know, which is lots of people. Yeah, this is the problem. They have rules, and then we come into another language and you try to read every single word and every single letter as it is written. And this is why we hear things like Wednesday and Leicester, and that's just some crass examples. But we hear, yes, I didn't know. I didn't know. He is the best player. It breaks it. It ruins the flow. Strawberry. Yeah, strawberry. Okay. Beautiful work. Remember, it's not about forcing it, it's about feeling it. Let's keep flowing. Let's talk about assimilation. Assimilation sounds like it's something out of Star Trek, but it's basically when one sound changes into another sound due to the effect of a neighbor. We all have neighbors. Maybe you live in a block of flats, maybe, something like this. We all have neighbors. And basically, these sounds are changing depending on their neighbors, some of them. This one is all about adaptation. Assimilation happens when one sound changes a little to be more like the sound next to it, or make the transition easier. Not because you're making a mistake, but because your mouth is trying to move more efficiently. I'm just going to give you an example. I live in Paris. That word in ends in a sound. But Paris starts with a plosive, a bilabial plosive. So what happens is that starts to sound more like a they're both nasal sounds. There's the alveolar nasal, and there is the bilabial nasal. In Paris. So instead of saying I live in Paris, Say, I live in Paris. I live in Paris. I live in Paris. I live in Paris. Notice, just hear it. Let me say it naturally. Yeah, I live in Paris. I live in Paris. I live in Paris. I'm making a sound. Basically, that changes to a because it's easier to say before the bilabial plosive. Say it with me. In Paris. In Paris. In Paris. Yeah, the alveolar nasal changes into a bilabial nasal. It's just notice the method, the kind of voicing's not changing, the way of the nasal fact quality is not changing. It's the place of articulation. I live in Paris. I live in Paris. Let your mouth do what it wants to do. It's just adapting. I live in Paris. Say it like it's an im rather than an in. Here, let's have another one. 10 boys, because a b starts to sound like 10 boys. 10 boys. 10 boys. Just say 10 boys. 10. Say 10. That's a word in Portuguese, isn't it, for some of you? 10 boys. 10 boys. I love this. Hi, Marilla. Welcome. I love this. Yeah, like in a word like impossible, we always have the im, but it's not always the same. That's the problem. Or impolite. But there you go. So try and say 10 boys. 10 boys. Let's show you another one, just to show I'm not going crazy. That book changes into more like a p. That book. That book. Try and say like with a p. It's not exactly a p, but it's closer to a p than a t. That book. That book. That book. That book. I'm seeing lots of things there. Yep, there is well, it's a slightly different, it's coalescence here, but it becomes last year. Last year. Last year. It's a form of assimilation, but it's coalescence here. Absolutely. So say that book. That book. That book. There are a lot of these assimilations that make your life a lot easier. Assimilation in action. What? Tell me. A lot of you are saying amazing. I can't believe it. Blah blah blah. But tell me which one surprised you the most. Let me know. I would love to know what is blowing your mind. That we say that book. That we say. Well, there's lots of things to unpack here. That we say stop instead of stop. There's a lot going on with English. A lot that I teach. If we were here for the next 17 hours, I could still keep you going. That book. That book. Hi, Jordan. You're very, very welcome. These surprised you. That book. That book. That book. Yeah. And because that is such a common word, think about how many times that gets changed into that. Instead of that book, that book, that book, that book. We are, well, we'll talk about the course at the end, Emma, but there's quite a bit more to go till then. That book. Oh, a lot of people were surprised by that book. I love this. Welcome to you, Julietta in Guildford. That book seemed to surprise a lot of people. This is amazing. For me, this is completely natural. A lot of teachers won't teach you this. They just take it for granted. I think I've done quite a few times, and I've talked about it when we have on our course, we have a weekly feedback session. We talk about things like this. It comes up. These questions. Usually by a wonderful human being. One who always asks questions is Antonella. She's here. Hello. And finally, we need to talk about intrusion. This is something that I get asked about a lot. You were even asking about it last night. What is intrusion? Intrusion happens when we gently add a sound between two words to make the transition easier, to make it smoother. Assimilation is basically where one sound changes to sound like another sound to make a transition easier, depending on what its neighbors are. So intrusion is, it might sound strange at first, but your mouth does this in your first languages too, probably, especially when moving between a vowel. It's not wrong, it's actually natural flow. Now, these sounds, y, and notice that J, that letter J is actually pronounced y, like a Y, actually. But yeah, anyway. And it acts like a bridge between words. The weird thing is, they're not always written. They're like they don't exist. This is why we say they're intrusive. It's like a sound that doesn't appear, like that w at the start. Can you eat it? That w makes the transition easier. They're not written, but they're felt. I'm going to give you an example. I saw a film. I saw a film. Saw ends in that or vowel sound, and is a schwa. The transition between or and is a bit clunky if you don't have an intrusive sound. So we put a sound in there. Now there is no letter R between saw and but we say it. I saw a film. I saw a. Saw a. Saw a. I saw a film. I saw a film. Now, this little sound helps the words glide together instead of crashing. Try it with me. I saw a film. Again, I saw a film. I saw a film. Put that sound in there to transition. If you don't, it becomes I saw a film. I saw a film. Sounds very robotic. Let's do another one. Go out. Absolutely, it's like a bridge. It is easier. It is. It's an odd little R for an language, for an accent that doesn't really pronounce its R's. To have an intrusive R is a really weird thing for some students. Instead of saying go out, say go out. Go out. Give a w sound in the middle. Give a w, that cat's bum sound, as I often call it. W. Go out. Go out. Go out. Go out. Put a w sound in there. Make it easier. Try and say it without the w. Go out. I want to go out. I'm going to go out now. No. Go out. Go out. It changes everything. It just makes it easier. And this is what you think is making us talk quicker and quicker and quicker. We're not. We're just linking it. Say it with me. Go out. Go out. The W, the worst sound just makes it easier to say. And your mouth, it loves shortcuts like this. Here's another one. He is, putting that J sound, the Y sound, he is. He is. He is. Don't bother saying he is. He is. He is. He is. Yeah, we say saw it. Saw it. Absolutely. You put the sound in there because there's an I. There's a vowel sound. It links, it intrudes between those two sounds. Yeah. So instead of he is, he is. He is. It's almost like one word. He is. He is. He is. Get a y in there. And again, somebody put something similar. The idea is. The idea is. The idea is. There is no R in that sentence. But we have a linking R. Well, intrusive R. The idea is. The idea is. No, only under certain circumstances. This is talking about intrusion between two vowel sounds. And what sounds they are dictate which linking or intrusive sound will be there. All these secrets that English speakers were holding, and we were frustrated trying to speak. Yes, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to draw back the curtain and show you what the secrets are. That is the aim. I want you to feel natural when speaking English. This is the most important thing for me. I want you to be you. I want you to speak from your heart, to show me your jokes, to make me laugh. to show me how intelligent and wonderful you are. This is what it's all about. Not panicking about it is and sounding robotic. It's about just freeing yourself. So that's that. The 4 elements of connected speech: linking, elision, assimilation, intrusion. Each one creates space for your English to feel more fluid, more expressive, and more like you. And when you combine them, that's when the melody takes over. That's when you stop second guessing yourself. That's when fluency starts to feel like freedom. Close your eyes for a moment. Just close your eyes. Not if you're driving, but close your eyes. You're sitting in a room. Maybe it's a job interview, a team meeting, a dinner with British friends. Someone asks you a question and you just answer naturally, confidently, without overthinking. No more second guessing every sound. No more shrinking your personality to fit your pronunciation. Just you, clear, present, and magnetic. What would change in your life if you could speak like that? What doors would open? How would it feel to finally sound like yourself in English? You have seen what is possible in 3 days, but there is so much more waiting for you. And this is why, as I've said, a lot of you have asked me, I created the ultimate British pronunciation guide. Let me tell you what's inside, because this isn't just a course. It's a full learning experience designed for real results. YouTube, it gives you tips. This gives you transformation. And you don't just get information, you get structure. You get real-time support, and you get a space where your voice is heard, not just watched. We build this course for you and with you. Now, my wife said here, good course, says Mabel. Yes. Thank you, Mabel. One of my wonderful human being students. I don't know why I said, well, you are a wonderful human being, Mabel. So, over 105 recorded lessons and growing. Actually, as I looked at the moment, there are 140 something recorded. I wrote this a few days ago. I've been adding, and new content is added regularly, once a week. There's more than 30 hours of video training, all recorded so you can watch at your own pace. And it's completely online and flexible, so you can study whenever and wherever you want. And if you're worried about starting strong and falling off, I get it. Progress is not a straight line. But here, you don't have to be perfect to stay committed. You just have to return. And we'll be here when you do, every time. Still worried you'll pay it and not use it? Well, that happens in life. Life gets loud. Your dogs, your cats, your husbands, wives, your things get involved. But your voice doesn't expire, and neither does your access. You're not just buying a course, you're creating a container you can return to anytime. No guilt, no pressure, just presence, ready when you are. That's why you have lifetime access, so you can revisit the lessons anytime and keep improving. Now, this course is designed, and there are a lot of things to say about this. This course is designed to rewire your pronunciation through oral posture and brain-body training. It teaches you every key British RP sound in depth, unlock connected speech and accent melody at a deeper level. It's your guides you step by step into fluency, flow, and freedom. This is the exact method I've taught for nearly 15 years in top schools for BBC Learning English, with students from over 40 countries, and it's helped thousands of people speak English with more confidence and clarity and calm. Now, before I tell you the price, let me give you a bit of context. Back when I used to teach these same techniques in some of the most prestigious schools in London and Cambridge, my students would often pay over £300 a week for in-person training. Many paid for full immersion programs that would cost over £16,000 a year, not including flights, accommodation, and visa fees, and the occasional trip to the pub. So yes, good training has always come at a cost. But I created this course to make the same level of transformation accessible, without the need for relocation or huge investments. The Ultimate British Pronunciation Guide is normally priced at £349. But right now, for this group, it's available of 3 payments of £77. That's a 34% discount, or a one-time payment of £197. And If you choose to pay in full one time, you get the extra 10% discount. That brings your total to just £197, a 44% discount from the original price of $349. You can pay from anywhere in the world, and I'm going to show you inside the course because I know you have questions and I will answer your questions. You can pay from anywhere in the world. Our checkout system automatically converts the price to your local currency and accepts major payment methods. No hassle, just access. And what do you get? That's probably the most important thing. Oh, there's the price a bit clearer. 3 payments of 77 or one off of 197. What do you get? Well, this is a basic idea of what the course starts to look like. But you get lifetime access to all modules and anything that's added. Like I say, I'm building it for you and with you. You've got bonuses like a British slang module that I'm creating, an IELTS speaking module that I'm creating, a private WhatsApp group. Then I told you that each week with me on Zoom, there is a question and answer live session with me each week for 1 year. Every week for 1 year, we meet on Zoom. And also, there is a separate conversation club for students to chat with each other from around the world. We are not just a group of students. We are a family. There is no obligation to attend these lessons. The feedback sessions get recorded and stored in the platform if you want to watch them later. The conversation club is more student-led, but I'm there because I love you and I love chatting. It is like a family. We also have a certificate. Oh, You can see the link for the course is going up now. You get a certificate, and yes, you get a 7-day guarantee. If you join and it doesn't feel right, we'll give you your money back. No stress, no drama. Now, here's the part I really do need you to hear. Enrollment closes tomorrow. It's only open for just over 24 hours. It's not to scare you, but it's to support the part of you that's ready to stop waiting. Waiting feels safe, but staying stuck is expensive in time, energy, and confidence. This isn't pressure, it's permission to slip, to choose momentum. It's a permission slip to choose momentum, because the longer you wait, the longer your voice waits too. Because identity doesn't shift in theory, it shifts through choice. And just in case you've been wondering, it doesn't matter what your age is or how perfect your English is right now. You don't need to pass a test to join. You just need the desire to grow. We have students in their 20s, their 40s, all with different stories. I'm going to put a little video on to show you the course inside as well. Oh, there it is. So this is what it looks like inside. So you go here. There are lots of modules on the course. Hopefully you can see this. And there's the lessons. There's me. You can see me progressively getting older, by the way. Lots of lessons. This is just one module here. And there's a diphthong lesson. We go through sound by sound. Look at it. I'm showing you on the screen right now what there is in there. We've had students of all ages, all with different students, different stories, different accents, and different reasons for joining. But they shared one thing. They are ready to speak in a way that felt true. You don't have to sound British to belong, but you do deserve to sound clear, to sound confident and fully you. Maybe your English is already good enough to get by. But what if you could carry your personality? What if you could speak and your humor, your ideas without apologies? Good enough is often a code for don't ask for more.
In this lesson, we're going to focus on...
There you go. You can hear me there, chatting away. Forgot I got audio there. Your voice deserves freedom. This isn't about erasing your roots. It's about expanding your reach. It's not becoming someone else. You're allowed your true voice to move through the language you already live in. You don't lose your identity by flowing, you reveal it. So if your heart is saying yes, click the link in the chat, the email, or the WhatsApp group. Once your payment is confirmed, you receive your login details directly. Let me show you, because some of you asked for how to pay. It's really easy. You go on our website. Here it is. This is our website. There's lots of information here. This is what the link is. And then you click on that link at the top. Let me show you very quickly. There's a link, a pink button there. It goes to here, and it gives you options. There's some bonuses there. You can pay £77 3 times or one payment of £197. You go down to the bottom and you click on the option you wish, one payment or 3 installments. It then takes you to a page where you can choose your currency, British pounds. There's even a euros and a Brazilian payment if you wish to pay from Brazil. A lot of people coming from Brazil, or other payments as well. And there we go. It's taken me on there. Just put in my details. That's how we contact you via either phone or email to get you to where you need to be. And the rest is easy. It's that simple to join there. So, no waiting, no delay. If you are ready, your journey can start right now. Let's anchor this new voice together. You're not behind. You're not broken. You are just one decision. And I will answer questions shortly. My wife is doing it as well. You're one decision from sounding like you in English. And I cannot wait to take this journey to help you, welcome you into our family. I'm looking forward tonight. The WhatsApp group, I've already told my students on the course, new people, new family members are joining us. That's what we are. Genuinely, I love it. I would do this every day. I love it. So if you want to be part of this amazing community, this amazing family of amazing people that we're creating, to join, just click on the link in the description here in the WhatsApp or the email. And remember, the deadline is a quick one because we've got a lot of interest, and it is only until tomorrow. After that, we close enrollments. And I honestly don't know when we will open next. Whether you decide to join the free program or not, I want to leave you with this. Your voice matters. You are allowed to take up space in English. You are allowed that. You are allowed to speak with ease. You are allowed to be fully seen, not just be understood, but to be felt, to be loved. And if all this training did was remind you of that truth, then for me, it was absolutely worth it. But if you are ready for more, I will be there with you on the other side to walk with you, to train with you, to celebrate every moment, to get to know you, to celebrate every shift, every win, every word. If you have any questions, there's Marie, Christine. Oh, I love that I can't wait to see you next week. Look, any questions? Does anybody have any questions about the course? Gabisa. No, it's a one-off payment. So you can either choose to pay 3 times, and when you've paid the 3 installments, that's it for the rest of your life. I know some people do annual things, but we said it is lifetime access. Well, I'm training you every week as well. If you want to attend on Zoom, we have live sessions. It's an absolute pleasure. Antonella, you're here. Yes, I was talking about you asking questions. Yep, I will be sending dates for our next Q&A session. Remember, there's 2 Q&A sessions next week to make up for this week. It's going to be like a direct debit for 3 months. If I choose to pay over 3 months, no, you get payment as soon as you pay the first one. Yes, sorry. Yes, if you pay today, the £77, you get access today. And then you just pay the 3 installments. And once you paid, that's it. You're done. A lot of people can answer these same questions. When are the Zoom meetings? I arrange Zoom meetings. I try to spread out the days. Often it's 6 p.m. UK time on a weekday, and it could be a Saturday at 1 p.m., for example. But I try and mix it up so everybody's got an option to attend, and I record the feedback sessions as well. I ask you for questions. Antonella provides some amazing questions. So does Steffi. In fact, all my students provide amazing. Oh, Luciana has said Brazilians can split into 12 payments. How often do we pay the £77? 3 times. And that's it. 3 77s and you're done. You've got it for life. People always ask this, but do I have it for life? Yes. And I get it. By the way, sometimes you forget your password. And then you send me a text on WhatsApp, and then we send you your access back. You've got it for life. These people, some of the people that are talking, Antonella, I can't remember when you joined Antonella. I'm so sorry. Some people have been with me for a year and a bit. Wendy, you'd have to talk to my wife about that. See you soon, Igor. Yep, you can contact me via email. Absolutely. Here are the links. Yes. 3 times 77. Once you've paid 3 77s, it's finished. It's done. Yeah, I was born in Nottingham. Elish. Yes, there's live sessions included. I know what I find really amazing is a lot of students, they're shocked at how much there is involved in this. But I give as much as I physically can. I love the weekly sessions. I included that as a bonus. It's not part of the course. I did it for the students. All you need to do is click on the link that's going up now. Click on that link. At the bottom, you can choose. There it is. It's going up now. And it's set 1, 2, 3. It'll be like the 4th of this month, maybe the 4th of next month, the 4th of August, and then you're done. You have it for life. Sarah, you're one of my wonderful human beings that ask wonderful questions as well. You're on the course. Mabel, you're very welcome. These are course members. These are people that you will meet. Potentially, if you join. In 1 month's time, Elias. So you pay 77 today, 77 on maybe the 4th of June. Sorry, the 4th of July, and 77 on the 4th of August, somewhere around there. So it is 3 payments over 1 month, like 3 months. 3 payments over 3 months. 1 payment per month for 3 months. You're very welcome, Sarah. It's lovely to see you here. If anybody has any questions, hey, Marie-Christine! You helped me with my French pronunciation. I encourage you to take notes. I encourage you to ask questions. In the course, there is so much there. And if there is something that you think, students, somebody said to me the last time I opened up the course, it's £77, so it's going to be slightly different in euros. So somebody in the last release asked for a kind of how best to practice the course, how best to study the course. So I made it. I made a lesson. I'm always open for new things that will help you. Yeah, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. How many people are in the group? Well, in the feedback group, it can range between 30 to 50. It's usually, I ask for questions beforehand. It could be a pronunciation question, which means that I will open up the floor to anybody who wants to practice. It's on Zoom. Or sometimes it will be me answering a question of a specific person. It's very respectful. We usually turn our mics off. Well, I don't, but and we listen. And it's a teacher-led moment with the feedback. The conversation club is more you guys, and then I get the chance to chat with you like a normal human being. This is more like a family. I think, Sarah, you'd agree with this. It's more like a little family. I think, we put everybody in the conversation club in particular into little groups that they chat. I usually set a topic and people chat. And it's meeting people from around the world, making it better, making the world better. Well, I said, when does Zoom Access meeting end? I said it in a year's time, but you never know because we'll talk about that. But I promised for 1 year, but I'm a man that likes to over-deliver and under-promise. Wendy, I'm not sure. You'd have to talk to my wife. I don't know when it's going to open. You're very welcome, Marcia. You receive all of the lessons, Hannah. And then I will invite you to conversation clubs and feedback clubs. You will receive everything. I don't hold it back. Amit, yeah, absolutely. Okay, Magda, the offer is still open. It's up there. If you have any questions, please ask me. 3 payments of 77. There is so much going on in that. Like I said, lifetime access to all modules. It says 105 lessons, but there's about 140 at the moment. Bonuses, I've got to add some of these things because I'm still building it. Weekly lessons are still dropping every week on a Monday. I dropped lessons on a Monday despite me doing this workshop. My course can tell you that. Hey, hello. Alicia, hello. There's a Q&A live session every week for a year. So 52 of those, 52 conversation club classes around the world for every week for a year. You get a certificate. I know that's important, and a 7-day guarantee. You're very welcome. Yes, you, Francisca. I'm guessing that's maybe you're Brazilian. You can pay monthly 3 times, or if you are Brazilian, you can split it over 12. Yeah, Maria Rita. Hello, lovely to see you. Of course, I didn't like it. Yeah, mate, this happens every time. Somebody will pay twice. What you need to do is send us a message. Absolutely, we'll sort that out. My wife will help you with that. Give us a bit of time this evening, and we will get on it. Okay. This happens sometimes, so yeah, don't worry. We will make sure you're not paying double. One payment. That's it. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad. Yes, it's a family. It is a family. That's it. October. Yay, Magda! Welcome to the family. Very welcome. If you've got any more questions, I'm going to be here till for 4 more minutes. This is the link. Absolutely. You're so welcome, guys. Yep. Adenike, if you paid twice, we will refund it back to you. I've said that to you already. It will be open until 11:59 tomorrow night UK time. After that, we close it, put the price back up. That's it. It's only open for a limited amount of time. Adenike, I can't do it from here because I'm actually presenting, but my wife will help you. Luciana, can you help this person? You're Portuguese. Okay. So yeah, you can pay 3 times. So 77, 77, and 77. Any questions before I go in 3 minutes' time? Thanks, Luciana. Luciana will help you at Nike. Yeah. This has happened a few times. Don't worry. We're used to it. We sort it out. Luciana's amazing. That's also somebody you get access to, my wife. She's always there to help. She's brilliant. Fantastic. Yeah, we've got people of all ages on the course. We never really talk about age, to be honest. It's irrelevant when it comes to learning a language. This is the link. Let me know if you've got any questions. I'm going to be here for 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Welcome, Lucia. Or Lucia. So pronunciation and level is a different thing. Everybody's on their same. If you can understand me, then that is a good start. That is a good start. That is what you need. Hello, Berhi. If you've got any questions, yeah, welcome to the family, Norma. Welcome to the family. Yep, you can absolutely pay in 3 times and you get the lessons today. Lucia. I'm hoping it's Lucia. If it's Lucia, I apologize. You can tell me when you're in the course. So, Sally, if you can understand me, that's what you need, and that's how we work. No, you get the whole course. Would you give me an answer after speaking with your wife? Yeah, you need to speak to your wife. You need to speak to your wife. You need to speak to my wife. Her name is Luciana. So find her in whatever WhatsApp group you're in. Yes, you receive full access from the beginning. Hello, Ivar. How are you? So the moment you pay, yep, Adenike, you are still, my wife is going to help you. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. You're on the page. My wife is going to help you. I usually say for pronunciation, it's a different skill. So what you need to be, the prerequisite for joining the course is understanding the way I speak. Okay? So if you can understand me, that is all you need. It's pronunciation. How long do we have to register? Until 11:59 tomorrow night, UK time. Lifetime, Carmen. You pay it. I know it sounds. The thing is, I think, to be honest, it sounds amazing because, sorry, I shouldn't really talk about that. Hey, it's lovely to see you. How many months? Well, I'm teaching for a year on Zoom. There will be years of live class. You get lifetime access to anything that's pre-recorded or recorded, Carmen. So that's it. I'm glad. I'm going to add it to the course as well, so you can have that as well. Adenike, I have responded, mate. My wife will help you with the refund for the second payment. Can you hear me? Let me see if I can. I can't tag you in anything. I'm sorry. I don't know how to. Let me write a comment. Yes, if you buy it today. Yeah, so I'm really glad you enjoyed the free classes. If you want to go deeper, that's it. You can do, but there's no pressure. Yes, if you buy it today, you can have it for life. You can have it for life. So you buy it today and then you can start in August. There's no pressure. Absolutely no pressure. Do you know what? Some people bought it like 6 months ago and they started appearing now. And I'm like, oh, did you just join? No, I joined 6 months ago. Brilliant. It's like a family reunion. I love it. The link is here. That's all you need. You click on the link. There's a pink button at the top. I can show you in a little video here. Oh. Click on that link, that button there. Then you choose your payment. You choose your currency. 3 times 77 or 197 payment, one off. There's options. And you can pay in your currency. There you go. That's as easy as it is. Just click on that link there. And that's how you do it. Yeah, Elias, welcome. Yeah, of course. And especially with more like speaking as well with people, practicing. You have weekly sessions with me, at least, and then there's the Conversation Club as well, which is more about you guys, because you guys are massively. I love you guys. Oh, but speak to my wife. I tell you what, Lucia, speak to my wife. Hi, I just need to practice. I need just practice. But depends on your aim. It depends on your aim. Do you want to increase proof pronunciation? What do you want? Lucia, speak with my wife and she will find a way to help you, I'm sure. If you look on your WhatsApp group, you'll find my wife as one of the admins. I'm nervous because I've got to get certified in English to graduate from university. Yeah, welcome to the family. We're going to get you there. We'll help you. We'll support you all the way. And do you know what? It's not just me. There are so many wonderful human beings on that course already. And I've said to them, guys, when I'm, here, maybe there's people joining, I've got into the WhatsApp group. They'll have 1,000 questions. Is this real? Is this da, da, da? And you will get to meet these people. And that's what I love. Absolutely, it can help on some level, but this is about pronunciation. There you go. Someone has helped. Where are you from, by the way, Ivar? Yeah, welcome to the family, Magda. Welcome to the family. Well, like I said, lots of you are joining now. I can hear my phone in the background. So, thank you very much. If you have any more questions, the course is open for another, it's roughly 24 hours. It depends what you mean by there is a certificate at the end of the course, and I give you continuous support for at least 1 year. So, in terms of sounds, I can give you feedback. If you ask for that in your question and answer, you ask for a bit of feedback on a sound, absolutely. I'll practice with you all, and I'll teach you where it's getting better. And in my Conversation Club classes, I love to go, well, you've sounded much more fluent and all these kind of things. So I hope that helps as well. So, like I say, it's open until 23:59 tomorrow night. 3 payments of £77. That's a 34% discount, or 1 payment of £197, which I've written around a 34% discount. It's actually a 44% discount. See, I'm an English teacher, not a maths teacher. Thank you very much. Yes, it does. Okay, there you go. It does help with listening. Thank you, Luciana. She's amazing. This is my wife, by the way. Same surname gives it away. Thank you. You can possibly chat with my wife, Mikolaj. I'm not at home at the moment. There are weekly Q&A sessions, but no evaluations. Yeah, not an individual one-to-one evaluation. So thank you very much. What's your question? I'm trying to find it. Where is your question? Which course should you choose? Well, if you want to level up your pronunciation, that would be my key one. That gives you more access to more of me, more levels with kind of other people as well. But you can always, there are other things. When we receive the certificate, you can, at the end, I would imagine, but I think you can speak to my wife about that one. Oh, Nicholas, nice to meet you. So, thank you very much for showing up these last 3 days. Thank you for your courage, your bravery. Thank you for your love. Oh yeah, come on, Sigdem. So if that was the question, which course? I think the pronunciation one is the key to help you speaking more fluently and clearly. Mina, it's in the platform. You get an access to a platform called Kademi, and basically the best person to talk to about that is my wife. So once you're in the WhatsApp group, message my wife and she'll help you. I mean, the certificate is valid in sense of like it can be used, but it depends on what certificate they want. If it's looking for a university certificate, these sort of things, then it's a different thing. It depends on what you want. You can ask after the number of hours done. We can personalize checking in our system the number of hours you've done the course. You're very welcome, Lucia. Very welcome. Thank you very much for showing up these last 3 days. Thank you for your courage, your bravery. Thank you for your love and your presence. Now go and rest your voice. You've worked very hard. And if you are joining us, welcome home. Welcome to the family. I'll see you inside. Lots of love, you wonderful people. I love you all. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. It's been a pleasure. See you next.